Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Yo! Peeps, what's going on, fellas? We got the CPI coming in. I'm only one coffee deep, man. Let's go. Let's talk some charts. Let's, really not talk charts. We're going to watch the CPI today. We're still letting the dust unsettle, man. Yo! What's going on, guys? Good morning. Hope you guys all got your coffee ready to go. As we watch the CPI madness that will about to be unfold on the crypto market, on the stock market, on the DXY, and everything in between. We got that coming up in 10 minutes. So like we said, right now, like we said for crypto last night, guys, we are letting the dust settle, right? Where will the dust settle? Will the dust settle at 17K? Will the dust settle at 14K? Will the dust settle at 12, 10, 20? We're letting the dust settle right now, but I think we can get a little bit of action here for the CPI print, man. I hope you guys muted the yo. you should know by now, if you watch the stream, especially in the morning time frame, where you guys are trying to wake up a little bit, I try to scream yo so you guys wake up, right? So you guys, and for me, honestly, I gotta say yo to wake you guys up, and I gotta do it again, right? So make sure you guys are up and ready to be fired up for this morning. For the CPI, Bitcoin right now, a little bit of a retrace overnight. If you guys watched the stream last night, we were sort of saying, okay, we're letting the dust settle. Who the hell knows what the Asia market's going to do? Asia decided to bring it up last night, right? Now, is that a precursor to what's coming today, right? I'm hearing mixed reports on the CPI. I'm hearing it's going to be higher than expected. It's going to be lower than expected. Does anyone really know? No. Last time everyone was super optimistic about it, and it ended up being bad. So here we are. now we kind of wait. Now, there was a little bit of scare this morning, right? As we sort of sit here and watch the Bitcoin price as we come up with the CPI. You struggled through the yo today? You know what's up. We did draw a little bit of a dog leash last night, by the way. We had the dog leash right here. We were trying to bring the Bitcoin price up. It looks like we brought it up a little bit last night with the old little dog walk, which was really, really nice. Now, don't get carried away, guys. We still got some issues here on the charts, but we'll kind of go over everything. Now, the big scare this morning, if you guys didn't see the big scare this morning, at least temporarily, it looked like Tether was losing its peg, which I don't think anyone really wanted that. But Tether was losing its peg a little bit this morning, right? And there was a big scare on Twitter. Everyone was posting about it and everything in between. It looks like it's coming back up, right? I think Tron did say that they were buying like $3 billion worth of Tether or something like that. So it is getting bought back up. I don't think there's anything to be worried about with Tether. Now, those could be the famous last words. But we've seen this in the past of multiple times of just absolutely getting smashed to the downside. So a little bit of scare there, but it is coming back up. We'll see what happens with that. But just want to obviously comment on that, as that was a big scare this morning, man. A huge scare. Holy moly. Horse guy woke up in the middle of the night with some nightmares. Bob even had some nightmares, man. Even Jabba, who's a bear, had some nightmares about this. But I think we're all good for now. We'll see how the dust settles with that, obviously, as well. Now, the big news today is the CPI. Woo! We get some more volatility if our dopamine wasn't already super, super high. Our dopamine are ridiculously high. Now, everyone's expecting 7.9, or not everyone's expecting, but the general consensus is the CPI will come in at 7.9%. Last month was 8.2. So we're expecting a continued downcrease of inflation. Now, what will happen, guys? I'm not sitting here trying to predict what the CPI is going to be. I know better than you, right? Jimmy down the street, Bob down the street knows or doesn't know what the CPI print's going to be today. So that's why we're here, and we're here to react to it, and we're here to see, is it going to be lower than expectations or higher than expectations? I've seen predictions on both sides. Listen, I'm not a macroeconomist. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what it's going to be, but we can watch it together. And I think that's why we're all here to see what kind of happens. And at the very least, depending on what happens, I expect some volatility in the Bitcoin charts, which is super, super cool. Cheers, by the way, guys. Cheers, cheers, cheers. SBF for Sam Bitchman Fried is the common nickname that I hear right now. Sam Bitchman Fried. We got 4 minutes until the CPI, by the way, guys. 4 minutes. I guess I'll sit over here and I'll keep refreshing this to see if anything comes up here. We got 4 minutes until the CPI. Countdown starts. Correction. Sam Bitchman Fried. I've heard Sam Bitchman Sam Bitchman fraud. I've heard that. And everything in between. Some of you guys saying you're long. Some of you guys are short. What are you guys doing right now on Bitcoin, guys? Are you guys just sitting back, chilling, waiting for the news? Are you guys long? Are you guys short? What are you guys doing for Bitcoin right now, guys? Right now, the price action looks a little bit iffy, right? We did get a retrace to the 20 EMA, and we're finding some resistance here on the 20 EMA. If we zoom in a little bit, like in the 15-minute chart, guess there's not anything crazy going on. Not seeing any bearish divergence or anything. I mean, at the moment, it seems that you came up, you retraced, you actually got back below the 50 EMA, come back up, and now you're trying to hold the 50 EMA as support here for the short term. So, man, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I would say be very, very cautious if you're trading this, man. As we always like to say with these news events, I like to sit these out. If I am trading at the time, I like to sit these out. I don't like to trade these because you're going to see pumps, you're going to see dumps. Just like, remember, guys, the FOMC meeting I feel like that was literally last week, wasn't it? Remember the FOMC meeting last week? Right? We got pump, we got dump, we got pump. You go everywhere with these shits. It doesn't matter what the news is. You're going to pump, you're going to dump. Holy moly, man. But should be an interesting day. Lazarus said long. I'm in cash, nothing. Still BTC DCAing. Yep. My last DCA was at 16K. Guys, does anyone know what's going to happen with Bitcoin, guys? I think, and I told you guys this last night. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know what's going to happen. No one does. Here's the deal. We got to let the dust settle in this range, right? If we go lower, okay. I got, these are my buy order levels. 14K, 12K, 10K. We're taking 2K intervals at this point. Why? There's major supports at those levels, you know? To me, the bottom could come in at any of these. Maybe it comes lower. Who knows? Right? Especially with the shitstorm that's happening with all the Sam Bankman-Fried stuff, possibly other stuff behind the scenes we don't know about. Let's let the dust settle. At the end of the day, 16K was a pretty big support level. We were looking on the weekly time frame, looking left, right? There was this previous weekly high right here from December 2018, and we're getting a small little bounce from it right now, right? Daily RSI was oversold. When you see the daily RSI oversold, you usually get a little bit of a bounce. At the very, very least, not a moonshot, but at least a little bit of a bounce. So we're kind of seeing that right now. We could just be taking this vector candle just to come back down after the CPI print. So be very, very careful here, guys. Be very, very careful today. Even if we do see a pump today, I want to stress, be very, very careful. Buy the red candles, not the green candles, man. All right? Holy moly. But let's watch. We got 1 minute here. 1 minute here, man. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's see. Clint knows what will happen. True. Cheers, man. Cheers. Bouncing coming with CPI. Could be the case. I mean, for me, the big level for Bitcoin to get back above it, and I won't get too optimistic for Bitcoin until Bitcoin gets back above 19K. Because now, the issue we have here, and that doesn't mean I'm not DCAing. I'm saying I won't get, optimistic about the Bitcoin price until we smack the previous lows, right? That's always the case. When you make a previous low, all these previous lows, that's going to be massive resistance when we come back up. So for me, that's sort of the invalidation for me as far as, okay, we get back above 19K. I think things look a little bit better. Until then, it is what it is. CPI higher than expected. Just got SMS. All right, here comes a little pump. So I'm sure we got a little bit of news here. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this a little bit here. Getting a little bit of a pump. So that makes me a little bit cautious here. Let's see. Waiting for this refresh. I'm seeing a pump right now. 7.7. All right, so it's 7.7, man. Let's go. 7.7, man. Isn't it sad that we're celebrating 7.7? Here comes Bitcoin back up to the upside, man. Let's freaking go, man. Short term, like I say, guys, be careful. Isn't it funny? I guess we can play the pump song for lower inflation, man. Let's go. Lower inflation, man. Let's go, man. Now be careful on this move up, guys. Be very, 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 very careful. Very careful on this move up. Well, let's freaking go. 7.7. We're celebrating 7.7% inflation. Let's go, man. Expect the unexpected. Be careful here, though, guys. Be very, very careful. I don't want to me, I'm watching 19K like a hawk, right? So even if we do come up, which right now we're seeing Bitcoin up 10% on the day. We're seeing Ethereum up 15%. I'm not going to get optimistic. I'm keeping it real here, guys. I'm keeping it extremely, extremely real. I'm not going to get too optimistic about Bitcoin until it gets back above 19K, my friends. All right? Alp said, don't be... FOMO win, don't be careful. Alfie, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Unemployment claims higher than expected. Unemployment claims are higher too. That's pretty good. All right, so we got a little bit of a wick here on the 15-minute to about the 200 EMA. So not too shabby at the current moment. Let's see what we got going on here, man. Horseman is buying this pump. Horseman is buying this pump, man. Hey, the time to buy was on the way down, man. And now a lot of people are going to start buying on the way up. How do we know people are buying? Look at the vector candle, man. You got people buying in like crazy right now on this little candle. Let's go to like the 1 minute time frame. Let's get deep and dirty here. Look at this 1 minute candle, man. Woo! That is a hot candle. Sticky sweet. To the head, to the feet, yeah. But we see this multiple times, guys. Como sa? Como sa? Just like we see dumps. Como sa? This goes to the bears out there. Como sa? Or don't como sa. I don't know what to tell you. Do some como sa, my friends. Like when we dump, the bulls need to do como sa. When we pump, the bears need to do como sa. 19K, guys. 19K. Nothing changes until we get back above there. Right? Because even if we do come back up, I mean, has anything really changed? Right? We had extremely bearish sentiment yesterday. Has anything really changed? No. Right? So if we do come back up, if we do see a massive pump, this is if we do, I wouldn't be surprised to just come back up and get rejected from this previous down. If we pump back above it, by all means, man, we get a little spring and we get back above 19K. That's the swing level for me, right? I'm not going to make it too difficult right now, guys. We're below 19K, caution. We're above, we get back above here, awesome. Let's not make it too difficult for ourselves here. Holy moly. I missed 19.3. Me too, man. I miss it too. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I missed 19.3. Corp CPI expected at 0.5. Came in at 0.3. Very good. That's really freaking good, man. That's really... Isn't it crazy how everything changes in 2 seconds? It's crazy, man. You gotta love this market, dude. You gotta love this market. This market is so freaking fun. That's what makes crypto fun, man. Because you can have these massive moves in 2 seconds, bro. Holy moly. Right? I mean, you had 20% dumps yesterday. Now you got 20% pumps. The volatility is no joke in this market, man. You're about to retrace the whole freaking move yesterday. You gotta love it, dude. Holy moly. Holy guacamole, man. You're about to retrace this whole damn freaking move. Look at the DXY, man. Some of you guys are saying, check out the DXY. Look at this. Everyone was bearish yesterday. Now everyone's bullish. Look at this, dude. Look at the DXY. It was popping up today, right? The DXY was popping up. It was up about like 1% earlier today. Now it's down almost 1%. Holy moly, man. What a turnaround. But I always say, guys, stress caution. Stress caution when you see extremes to both sides. Like yesterday, we saw extreme to the downside. Stress caution. Today, we're seeing extreme to the upside. Stress caution. Okay? And because I really don't want to see people get... I hate to see people get wrecked. I do. And this is coming from someone who wants the prices to go up, man. Listen, man. I DCA'd like crazy at 20K. I want the prices to go up. Okay? But at the same time, stress caution. Now, here's the deal, guys. I adjusted the DXY line a little bit, all right? Just a little bit of a tad. I adjusted it like savvy, like we said back in the day, guys, all right?
Bitcoin is bearish.
Right? Just a little bit. Here's the deal. I adjusted this to fit all the bottoms of the DXY. I originally had it like this, and we said, okay, we've had a couple little fake outs. Now I look at this and say, okay, here's the DXY today. You know, did we actually break that, right? Because I adjusted it because the DXY was coming up a little bit today, and I was like, all right, let me adjust this to the actual lows. But now all of a sudden, this retraces back down. Did we actually break that trend, right? The DXY is coming to test. Here's the big test for me right now. The DXY is coming back down to test this previous low and this downtrend of support here. Will this level hold, right? If this breaks to the downside, woo, the DXY is cooking. Absolutely cooking to the downside, my friends. But you said, stay cautious, stay cautionably optimistic, and we sort of go it there. It's pretty beautiful. Let's go check out ETH, man, because ETH is having a pretty nice move today. Moving lines. You know I always move lines, Mike. I'm the best at moving lines, my friend. Let's go check out Ethereum. So Ethereum has retraced and Ethereum retraced this whole vector candle here, man. That's absolutely nuts. The whole dump from yesterday, ETH just retraced. I mean, at one point, a little bit earlier this morning, retraced that entire move. You got to love it. Now, Where is Ethereum at? This is where we got to stress caution for Ethereum, guys, right? Look at where Ethereum is. This line keeps getting fudged here, which I don't know why it keeps updating every time it updates. This is the real resistance here. Let me actually turn this to resistance, right? This is where we got to be careful here for Ethereum. We got previous resistance, flipping to support. Ethereum sitting right at that resistance point, man. So it got a very large retrace, but now you're just back at resistance. So once again, stress caution here. If we pump back above this red box, hey man, that's awesome for Ethereum, man. As Tino likes to say, happy days if we get back above the red box. But for now, we're not back above the red box. We're still below it. I hope that changes today, though. That would be absolutely beautiful. The stock market futures don't actually look like they're budging, really, which is interesting, right? Crypto's coming up. Man, how will the stock market react today? Let's go check out the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ's not really budging today. The S&P doesn't really seem like it's budging today, right? Holy moly, man. So doesn't seem like these are reacting, really. Interesting. Guys, what do you think? Are they going to be a little bit of a late reactor? The stock market's going to react late? Are they going to come back up today? Let's see, man. But they're not really moving right now. I'm shocked. I'm actually deadly shocked that the futures aren't moving up here on the S&P or the NASDAQ. Very interesting stuff, man. They're kind of just chilling. They're chilling like a villain. Who knows? All right, let's go back to BTC here. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. We did it. We saved crypto. I would say don't get too carried away yet, guys. I think, think about how bearish everyone was this morning, okay? Has anything really changed? I mean, we got a lower CPI print. That's cool, right? I mean, this is where we wanted to get below, right? The expectation was 7.9%. It ended up coming in at 7.7, so it was lower than expected. Inflation is, I mean, by all measures, coming back down very, very slowly, but it is coming back down very, very slowly. There is always like a 10-minute delay after the news until the stock markets react. Oh, I got you. Thank you, John. I learned something from some of you guys every day. Holy moly, man. Let's see. Definitely a trap. 12K incoming. Refresh the stock market. Oh, they are coming up? Let's see. Let me refresh. You guys are telling me to refresh. Let's refresh. Let's see. Okay, I refreshed. Still says they're down. Not down, but it still says they're chilling. Okay, now the futures is dumped. Look at the NASDAQ, bro. All right, there. Whoa! What just happened, man? The NASDAQ just dumped and now it's pumped. Whoa! Look at the NASDAQ. Whoa! Bro, look at the NASDAQ. What just happened, man? Is this thing glitched? What the hell? As always, guys, don't follow. Nothing changed from yesterday. We got a small little CPI that was lower than expected. What the heck? 8:40, 10 minutes. What was that, man? It just pumped like 4% in like 5 seconds. Effing shitcoin. The NASDAQ's a shitcoin now. Holy moly. The power of the refresh. I was like, why isn't it moving? This doesn't make sense. Everything's pumping. DXY's dumping. And the NASDAQ's just going to sit? What the heck? Doesn't make any sense, man. S&P also coming back up. I mean, the real level to watch for these guys, I mean, always, like I always say, don't overreact to the first 10 seconds of news coming out, right? But, I mean, here's where we are for the NASDAQ, right? We got this downtrend of resistance. We're approaching it right now. Stress caution today, right? Because we've been up to this point multiple times on the stock markets, right? We got resistance here. We got resistance here. We got resistance here. We got resistance here. And here we are right now on the NASDAQ, okay? We got awesome news today. That's freaking awesome. I love it. Bring it on, man. But stress caution as this comes up to this resistance where we got rejected 4 times, all right? Stress caution here. It's the same thing for the S&P. The S&P is a little bit far from it, actually. The S&P is actually like this. Sorry. So the S&P is actually right at resistance too. stress, caution here. If this breaks out, I don't see why you can't see come up a little bit higher, but really, 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 as always, watch resistance points. Let's get hyped, right? I love the hype. There's probably a lot of people buying back in from selling yesterday, right? But also, stress, caution here. Who's buying back in from selling yesterday, man? Be careful if you're doing that, man, because nothing's really changed from yesterday. Fake pump. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. Cheers, 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 cheers. For me, like I said, I'm not going to get too pumped for Bitcoin or crypto until Bitcoin gets back above 19K. Until then, we wait. Until then, we let the dust settle. Okay, we're getting awesome news today. Awesome. I love it. I love to see inflation coming down. That's a good sign for the longer term. Shorter term, stay a little bit more caution. Because when we zoom out on sort of inflation, we're still at 7.7%. Like, it's still extremely high, you know? So, isn't it, like, if you go back to 2020 and you tell us in 2022 we're celebrating over 7.7% inflation, we'd be going nuts. You know, you think we're going nuts at the current moment. So, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. This is the 1 minute time frame for Bitcoin, guys. What's the USDT news? It was losing its peg this morning, but it did retrace back to the upside. So the USDT looks like it is back up. It actually went all the way to 97 cents this morning, or 97 against the dollar, and it's now retraced all the way back up to 99.5. So it did retrace. That is good. I think it was some news on Tron buying it back up. So there you go, man. I guess there's rumors that Alameda's trying to short USDT to get their money back. Freaking bastards, man. Those bastards are freaking evil, man. Trying to short USDT. Get the frick out of here, man. Who do you think you are? Bro, that's what you are. All right? So, stop trying to do that. All right? Let's get USDT back up to the peg. And let's do our freaking thing. Like I said, I think it's a little bit of fun at the moment. But that also could be the famous last words. So, that's it. That's it. Why am I doing the peace sign? I'm not leaving. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I guess the coffee's starting to hit it. When I start doing random hand gestures for no reason, that's how you know the coffee's kicking in, guys. Let's see. Alameda. Tron's trying to help FTX. Who knows, dude? Trying to take down the whole market with them. Holy Lord. ETH looking good. ETH looking good. Ethereum's up 16% today. Like I said, Ethereum retraced the whole dump from yesterday. But yeah, it's still below the previous lows, guys. So it's as much as I want to get excited about Ethereum, it's nowhere different than it was before, right? I mean, you're just kind of back where you were over here, where you're getting resistance. Now, if this blasts through today, which, I mean, the stock markets are crushing it today. The DXY is dumping to the downside. If it can get back over these, awesome, dude. Awesome. But stress caution because we've been here before, you know. We've been here before. You got a 10-minute delay on the NASDAQ? Use this to get real time. I don't know what was happening with the computer, bro. Something was all jacked up there. Because it was moving, but it was off. You know? Holy more. Holy more, man. Let's see. So 3.5% on the NASDAQ for the NASDAQ futures at the moment, guys. Absolutely insane. If we can hit up that like button for your boy, let's freaking get busy. Let's smack up that like button and get 400 likes in here. I don't know how many people are in here this morning. I hope we got a lot of people. That would be freaking awesome if we got a lot of people in here to enjoy at least a little bit of green after a pretty depressing last 2 days. Hey, at least we enjoy it while it's here. I do stress caution, though, going into the rest of the week. Let's actually check out the weekly time frame real quick. I'm curious how this looks now. So the weekly still looks the weekly still looks a little bit right? It's sort of the same thing for the weekly. For me to get really excited over the weekly, it's the same point, right? It's the weekly getting back over the previous weekly closed lows. Like if there's any chance for me to say, okay, the weekly doesn't look terrible, I want to see the weekly close back above 18,800, which was the previous weekly close lows. We're at 17.2, so we're still pretty far away from that. It's still a long week, right? You still got today, you still got Friday, you still got Saturday, you still got Sunday. I mean, listen, earlier this week, Bitcoin was at 21K. So, I mean, anything can really happen. including lower. Trust me, guys. I don't think today changes much. Yes, it's awesome. Yes, it's awesome and freaking awesome, and this is awesome news and it's awesome. But this is today. The CPI is the only thing that changed from yesterday, where everyone was super bearish. So just remember that. Just remember that, man. I want to stay cautionally optimistic at the moment until Bitcoin breaks 19K. But on the weekly time frame, like we said, it's sort of the same shit. Same shit, different day, right? I mean, you bounced off that 16K level, which we said was a pretty good support. Like, if we broke support 60, no one was really watching 16K, right? 16K was sort of this overlooked previous high, right? Everyone was just saying it's going to dump straight to 14K, which, listen, man, it's still good. Like, at the end of the day, it's still good. But you are getting a slight support at 16K at the moment, which is really freaking awesome, dude. But I really want to see, like, if there's any chance of the weekly looking good, right? If the weekly wants to look good, let's get a giant wick on the bottom side and get this bot back up, But we're still very far away from that. Let's go back to the 1 minute time frame, guys. So Bitcoin flagging out here in the 1 minute time frame. Let's just marvel at the 1 minute here. Let's see what we got going on, dude. Wayne, what's going on, buddy? You better not be late in here today. You better not be late in here today, Wayne. I love you, Wayne. I love you too. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Wayne, no excuses, 20 push-ups. Get down on your knees, Wayne. That sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong. Get on your knees, Wayne. Holy Lord. Rock the Caspa. Rock. Let's check out some alts. I'm sure alts are going nuts right now. Let's see. I'm sure Bitcoin dominance is still going down, which is... You gotta love Bitcoin dominance, man. Look at Matic. Holy shit. Matic's up 30%. Oh, God. Look at Matic, man. Matic retraced the whole dump yesterday. Stress caution. Stress caution, man. You know what I will say, though? You know what I will say? A lot of the times we see, I hear this this saying that the fast move is the false move. But what I realized about that saying is people only say that when it supports their bias, right? Whenever someone's bearish and there's a fast pump, everyone's like, the fast move is the false move. And then whenever everyone's bearish, or whenever everyone's bullish and you get a fast move to the downside, everyone says, the fast move is the false move. But whenever it goes the way you want it to go, you never hear the fast move is the false move. You never hear that, man. That's one of my favorite sayings. It's just not. So Matic's about to have a bullish engulfing candle on the dump yesterday. So Matic's up 30% today, dude. Holy shit. Holy freaking shit, man. That's a crazy day. Like I said, guys, I would not overreact to today. Today is going to have a massive snapback to the mean from yesterday. After yesterday being a historic day for crypto, you're going to see a snapback to the mean here. But holy shit, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, listen, I don't know if this pump I don't know if this lasts. But what I will say is I'm playing the pump song for Matic, bro. If we're playing the dump song yesterday, I gotta play the pump song today. Come on. Come on, Maj. Maj just over here doing makeup. What a fun day. There it is. Stock futures came down a bit now. Very, very true. Very, very true. It's so true, man. Bull's happy. Bitcoin back to 17K. Oh, facts, man. Listen, I'm staying caution here, right? I'm not gonna get pumped over Bitcoin until it gets back over the previous lows, right? Right now it's fun. It's fun and dandy. It's fun to look at the pumps, but I think right now you sort of got to look at it and say, okay, we're at 17.5. Like 2 days ago we were at 21K. So stay relatively realistic here in the trend. If this continues, awesome. Right? But tell me, besides the CPI print, what changed from yesterday? What changed? Just people's sentiment, right? And that's why I say, guys, the crypto sentiment can flip on a freaking dime, man. right? You can go one day, everyone's super, super bearish. Yesterday, I've never seen the chat more bearish in my life. I've never seen the chat more bearish in my life. Today, we got rocket ships. You know what I mean? Today, everyone's pumped. So I always stress this, man. The sentiment can change so fast. Would I be surprised tomorrow if everyone's bearish again? And then everyone bullish the day after that. And then bearish. And then bullish. And then bearish. It's why you got to love this market, dude. You got to do it. You got to do it, dude. But I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Not much has changed from yesterday. Only sentiment has changed. Okay, which I guess sometimes could be all you need. All you can need is a little bit of sentiment change. But all right, let's go check out some. I mean, this altcoin's going nuts right now, dude. It's really the Matic show. Matic's up 31% on the day. He's still got half the day left. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole, man. Even Sol's pump. Look at Sol. Even Sol's up 17%. Nice, dude. Isn't it funny how like a 17% pump looks like this compared to the dump? That's pretty interesting. So nice little move for Sol. But I thought FTT's going up too. Screw FTT, man. Up 23%. It looks like this. That's the funny part. I mean, there's plenty of altcoins. Chili's up 31%. I mean, what else is up big? Doge up. Doge is like bullish engulfing candle on the daily, up 22%. Gala up 24%. What else here? I mean, even Ethereum, huge market cap. Ethereum's up 19% on the day. That is nuts. 19% day. Woo! Even in that's why I say stress caution right now, because even in a bull market, 19% days for Ethereum, that is a crazy day. Right? So 19% day in what is still a bear market at this point raises a little bit of caution for me. All right. Let's see. 17,631 for BTC, by the way. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. Crazy. That means retail's FOMOing in? Could be. It's probably facts. But like I always like to say, like expect the unexpected when it comes to crypto, man. Right? Everyone's super bearish yesterday, right? If you look at the volume that we got yesterday on Binance, look at the volume we got on Binance yesterday, guys, right? Let's go check out the volume real quick. Look at the volume that came in on Binance. Look at this, dude. And this is the highest ever volume, ever. Guys, we're not talking minuscule. This is the highest volume that has ever been on Binance, ever. Think about that, guys. The highest volume ever on Binance was the last 2 days. What does that tell you? Massive capitulation the last 2 days, my friends. And what do you want to see on what? I mean, I'm not going to say this is a spring, guys. Don't get me wrong. But what do you want to see on a potential spring? You want to see high volume. You want to see people capitulated. You want to see people saying crypto's a scam, all this stuff. The highest volume on Binance ever was the last 2 days. That is crazy, man. That means people were capitulating left and right, dude. So, is it over? We don't know. No one knows. Okay? No one knows. Your grandma probably knows better than you. Okay? I'm going to be honest. She could I bet that your grandma could predict the bottom better than you can. Okay? I'm willing to bet that. Like, if your grandma gave me a number and you gave me a number, I bet she'd be closer. But here's the deal. All right? Here's the deal. And she was asking this at the top.
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
And she was also probably banging Becker, too. But that is absolutely insane, man. And you got to look at it that way. And if you look at today, look at the volume coming in today. Woo! It's about to top those, I bet. Crazy. Absolutely. BTC 1 year chart is depressing. True. Was that the final shakeout? I mean, stay caution. Stay caution, guys. I'm not going to say it's the final shakeout. Don't get me wrong. This could easily just dump right back to the downside here, right? But you do like to see, and it's sad. It's a sad reality, but you do like to see high volume coming in as the market dumps. It's a sad reality, right? Because that means people are capitulating. That means people are giving up. So it's sad. But that's really what you want to see. I mean, you look at all the previous times where you've seen massive capitulation, right? I mean, let's bring up the volume here on Binance on the weekly time frame. Hold on. Let's bring this over here like this. So let's bring this up on the weekly time frame on Binance. All right. Let's do volume, and let's just bring this up. Right. Let's just do some basic shit here. Let's look at all the times you've seen the massive capitulation events. Right. I mean, this only goes back a little bit, but I mean, right here you broke the previous all-time high for volume. Okay, that was November 2018. That was the massive capitulation event. March of 2020, you broke the high for volume. Again, right here, that was the massive capitulation event. Right here, back in May of 2021, you broke the record high in volume. That was the massive capitulation event. Now here we are again, which this week looks like it's going to break the all-time high for volume. So, hey man, we'll see what goes down, but that is a sad reality. A sad reality, but a good sign, my friends. All right. Yesterday, I saw, and I thought a couple weeks ago was bad, guys. I saw max fear yesterday. I didn't see anything like the chat yesterday, man. I didn't see any optimism in the chat. Only from Alpi and only from Alpi. That's it. Shout out to my guy Alpi out there. I always try to be optimistic too. Like, listen, at the end of the day, you get cheaper prices. You get cheaper prices. You weren't going to sell anyways. I'm not going to go through this whole spiel again today, but you weren't going to sell anyways. Be honest with yourself. You weren't going to sell if Bitcoin went to 22K, 23K. You weren't going to sell anyways. You're hodling that shit. Who do you care if Bitcoin's at 20K or 15K in the short term? You don't give a shit. You're not selling. It's sitting in there anyways. Como ça? Capitulation brings opportunity. Right? Greed brings opportunity. See, I do think this week, whether we continue up from here, we continue lower, I do think this week is capitulation. I do. Is it a coincidence that, once again, we look back at the previous times, that this week, 1 year ago, was the highs? When does Bitcoin usually bottom? 1 year after the highs. Where are we right now? 1 year from the highs. Exactly. Yesterday. Yesterday was 1 year from the high. You can't make this shit up. So here we are. Whatever happens in the short term. All right? If we go lower, if we don't, who the frick knows, man? Like I said, your grandma knows more than you do. Okay? So stop trying to act like you're a genius. I'm not a genius, man. At this point, I have no idea. And you don't either. But the fact that we're seeing giant volume coming in this week, the fact that, dude, I've never seen more terror in my life. We could get more terror. But holy shit, man, yesterday was brutal. Man, I would say stress caution right now, guys. I still wouldn't be surprised. Listen, I bought 16K right now. That's pretty good. I told you guys yesterday I bought 16K. That's looking pretty good right now. But here's the deal, guys. I still wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin goes to 14K, right? So don't get too optimistic, but there are, I shouldn't say good signs. That's me being a little bit, it's me being a little bit sad here, guys, because unfortunately, when you see stuff like this, a lot of people get hurt. So I shouldn't say that's a good sign. I don't even know how to word this without feeling like feeling like a dick. It's a, if you want the market to recover at some point in the near future, that is a good sign, right? But unfortunately, this stuff hurts a lot of people, and I understand that, and I don't want to act like a dick because, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm trying not to be a dick. I sometimes I act like a dick, but I'm really not. I'm really not. Let me see. Jordan said, let's see, 14K guys have to be punished. I doubt we'll go there. Well, let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see, man. At the end of the day, we shall find out. And I'm just here along for the ride, bro. Like, I've told you guys this. I'm not going to be calling a bottom at this point. It's no one knows. All I know is, I told you guys a million times, this green box accumulation zone I do think at some point, because here's the thing, guys. How many of you guys told me when we were at 69K, you guys were begging for lower prices, man? You guys were begging for lower prices, pleading for lower prices. But all those people at 60K, now that we're down here, I bet only 10% of those people have bought these prices, man. And that's why the market makers make all the money, man, because they buy low and they sell high. You know what I mean? It's the same thing over and over again, right? If we go lower, it's going to be the same point, right? We go to 10K, all those people are going to be calling for 5K. We go to 5K, all those people are going to be calling for 1K. We go to 1K, all those people are going to be calling for $100. It never ends. It's a constant roller coaster. You know? Holy moly. Let's wait. Let's wait it out. All right? I bought 1 ETH yesterday. Holy moly, 1 ETH? It's a big milestone, man. Seriously. That's a big milestone, dude. That's a big milestone. I've always liked to say, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you holding 1 ETH is like holding 1 Bitcoin in the future, man. Most people can't afford 1 Bitcoin. And I think in the future, most people aren't going to be able to afford 1 ETH. You know? So to me, listen, most people will say that's not a big deal. It's a big deal, man. That's a big deal. Let's see. Last bull trap before 14K. Hey, I'm not calling out 14K. I'm not getting fooled by this pump today, right? As we always know with crypto, man, expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. This could just be a little CPI pump, a little bit of hopium that came in before we end up going lower, right? So don't expect the unexpected. Don't get too high, okay? And remember right now, right? Because I want you guys to remember this. As the market moves up right now, remember how you feel in the moment, okay? Because right now, I bet a lot of you guys want to press that buy button right now, right? But you didn't want to do it yesterday. So remember how you feel in the moment. You want to buy when the prices are going up. You don't want to do when it's going down because it's always going lower, right? So for all you 14K guys feel right now, just remember how you feel right now when we do go to 14K. All right. Like I said, Bitcoin breaks 19K. I think it's happy days, man. Happy days, as Tito would say. All right. But until then. All right. I guess I'm. This is totally a pump and dump. Could be. Jordan, I bought 100 SHIB yesterday. I'm not going to say the same thing about SHIB as I say with ETH, but it is what it is. Let me see. Put Horseman on? We'll see Horseman tonight, man. It's too early for Horse Guy. Like, Maya's going to yell at me for doing Horse Guy. Huh? The girls are at work? Yeah. The neighbor, imagine me right now screaming at 8:30. Whoa! Shut up, you idiot! Shut up, you idiot! Holy Lord. DXY breaking support. Oh, look at the DXY! Holy moly! 108 on the DXY. Nasdaq's up almost 5% today. Holy Lordy!
Dump it.
To be honest, like, we've seen this a lot. But hold on. Let's just play the violin here. DXY coming down. The good thing about the DXY is this is the first time. Never thought I'd be so happy to hear the dump song. The one thing I'll say about the DXY, even though once again, I'm going to stress caution here, because the DXY has done this multiple times and then just popped right back up. It is breaking some interesting levels, right? It broke this huge downtrend of resistance right here. You see this? Spanning all the way back from the beginning of the bear market. All right? At the same point, it did come back up and retest, right? So what's different this time than this time, where you got a little bit of a fake out, is this time you came back up to retest and you just blasted right through it. Whereas this time, if you look what happened, you came up, retested, got resistance, okay? And then now we're getting that continuation down. Once again, Stress caution today. Let's wait for the daily close because as we've seen multiple times, this shit can just bounce right back up very, very quickly, right? Faster than the speed of light. So let's wait for the daily close today. But so far, so good. You're also breaking this little channel on the daily time frame, you know, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, there you go. I mean, it's all, I mean, right now, it's all good in the hood. So right now, it's all good in the hood. Bitcoin right now is kind of consolidating on the 1 minute time frame. This is the 1 minute after a pretty big move up earlier. It's crazy. At one point, Bitcoin was at 15.5 last night. And now it's at 17.5. It's crazy. Like as soon as you get that crazy volatility that comes in, it's like a snap of a finger, and then you get massive moves up and down. It's crazy. Like Bitcoin will do nothing. Bitcoin will literally do nothing for 5 months, and then all of a sudden you get a little bit of taste of volatility. It's going, it's going 22, 15, 17. And it's going everywhere in like a day. So it's craziness, man. Let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum's still chilling. Seems like some altcoins are sort of... Man, Matic's a freaking beast, bro. Guys, here's what I'll say. This thing's moving up quick. Who thinks Matic? This is just a little bit of a hypothetical here. And I don't think this will happen, but this is crazy. Who thinks Matic today could retrace all the way back up here? I'm curious. I'm going to say no. But who thinks that it can? Who thinks that Matic could retrace this whole dump, which would be a 54% move in a day? I'm going to say no. But who thinks that's possible? Let me know. I mean, it's already up 32% today. Let me know. I'm going to say no. Just a little bit of hypothetical here. I'm curious. BNB? What's BNB doing? Yeah, BNB is up 12% today. I mean, nothing crazy. It's funny to say like 12% is nothing crazy, but I mean, you got other alts up, double, triple that amount. Yeah, man, BNB found perfect support here on this level. Look at this giant wick on BNB. You got to assume that they're going to come for this wick at some point, man. Right? If we want to be biased and look at the stuff to the downside, you got to say, okay, you got this giant wick up here. You got this giant wick up here, all the way spanning all the way to 398, man. Right? All the way to 398. So I mean, listen. As much as I'm stressing caution, I look okay. I look down. Okay, I still see you got a vector candle down here, but I see this big wick on the daily time frame up here. Are they just gonna leave that wick? We'll find out. But absolute craziness. I mean, you look at where BNB bounced. After a pretty interesting time. I mean, it had support, and it bounced right off that support again, which is seriously crazy how that stuff works, right? Despite that whole dump, you bounced off of where you should have. It's I love when stuff like that plays out. It's absolutely fascinating to me. Absolutely fascinating. Let's see. Matic BNB all-time high? Oh, I'm sure it is, dude. I'm sure it is, especially after today. I mean, it has a 20% ground today, just today, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Holy shiza, man. What time is it? 9:10? Woo! Man, we've been live for an hour already. I love it. We're cooking over here today. We're cooking up the sauce. Jabba just left in his Lambo. He'll be back. Something tells me he'll be back, Not too long from now. Let's see what the NASDAQ. Holy NASDAQ! Oh my lord. Look at that 15-minute candle, dude. That is some nuts action on the NASDAQ. You can't tell me. Look at this shit, man. It's right at resistance. Guys, listen, I don't want to get excited at resistance. I don't think anyone should, but holy shit. Look where the NASDAQ is. Look at the NASDAQ is. You had bullish divergence on the daily, right? Lower lows, higher lows. NASDAQ gets that bounce like sugar cake. Like sugar cake. Why like sugar cake? I don't know. I don't even know what sugar cake is. I think all cake has sugar. I'm pretty sure. Does any cake not have sugar? Let me know. But the NASDAQ, really, really, really getting crushed. Getting crushed, man. To the upside. Matic will be the last coin standing. If you missed the boat yesterday, maybe wait and buy the retrace later today or tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, thanks for the reasoning, Wayne. Thanks for the reasoning, man. I think right now is a little bit too early to get like overexcited about this shit. Like I said, stress. You already got shit. I mean, Bitcoin's already up 10% today. ETH is up 18%. Max up 30%. Is that sustainable? We'll see. But that's a hell of a move. Hell of a move after a pretty depressing day yesterday. I saw some crazy shit yesterday, man. I saw some crazy shit. I think I lost like 1 year of my life yesterday just based off the chat and on Reddit. Holy moly. Let's see. So yeah, the Nasdaq's right at resistance. Look at the S&P, also sitting right at resistance here, guys. So you're at critical levels on really all this shit, all this shit. And the market hasn't even opened yet, right? The stock market opens in 17 minutes here. So we haven't even seen how the market's going to react when it opens. So this is just the futures. DXY chilling like a villain. Wait for the close tonight before we get too excited on the DXY. Total market cap. Look at total market cap we're traced up to. Here's total market cap on the weekly. This is interesting, isn't it? Look at this. Right? I mean, we wanted total market cap. Let's go to the daily time frame real quick. So look at where total is, guys. Look at where total is, and this is why you really got to stress caution right here, right? Total market cap, and I always second guess myself on this, but total market cap is such an important chart to look at. It actually even respects levels better than Bitcoin, in my opinion. Look where total market cap is, my friends. Right? You got support. Look where you just wicked to this morning. You wicked right to that resistance level. Right? So this is where you stress caution right freaking here. And you look at total market cap and you say, okay, if it can get back above the previous lows, then you say, okay, that's awesome, right? We sort of, this, you could look at this as maybe some type of spring or a spring failure pattern where you got, one low, you got two lows, you got the swing failure, and you get back above the low, then all of a sudden you can maybe look at this as a swing failure pattern. Right now, you're still below that level, right? So you really got to stress caution right where we are right now, because this is when the most people buy. It's right at resistance. So stress caution. And if it gets back above this level, I think that looks pretty freaking good for total market cap, man. That looks pretty freaking good. Daily RSI was oversold. I mean, we be honest, we look at the last times daily RSI was oversold, it ends up in pretty good time, at least for the short term. So let's see what we got cooking the rest of the day, man. This is awesome news. I mean, it's really the best we could hope for, right? I mean, it's nothing's changed yesterday as far as the shit storm that's going on in crypto, but at least for the CPI, we gotta love what just came out, man. We really gotta love what just came out. And you also got Tether, which looks like it's coming back up, right? So Tether looks like it's coming back up to repeg back to 1 after dumping all the way back down to 97.5. So that is a good sign as well, that this didn't happen, because you think if Alameda going down is bad. Oh boy, if this happened, that would be an absolute shit show. So it's coming back up. That's freaking awesome. We've seen this multiple times in the past. It doesn't show it on this chart, but Tether has done stuff like this in the past many times. So there it is, man. Brady is still better off than you rocking throwing in a glass house. True. Brady got absolutely rocked by the FTX deal, man. Because if you guys missed the news report yesterday, Brady and Giselle put so much of their investments into FTX, like a lot of it, and that got absolutely decimated, man. They're probably going after Sam Bankman-Fried like crazy right now, like absolutely crazy. Let's see. Justin's son is a Chad. Justin's son is he a Chad? I don't know. Justin's son could be the next one that's up. You know what I mean? We got Do Kwon, we got Alex Bashinsky, we got freaking Sam Bankman-Fried. All these jokers getting exposed, man. You gotta love it. All these freaking jokers getting exposed. Who's up next? I saw where did I see this, man? I forget what I saw. Who's up next though? I don't know. Right now, it's like the Grim Reaper taking all these mofos out right now. He's taking all these mofos out. All right. Let's see what we got, man. I mean, we wanted a cleansing, right? I mean, the crypto market wanted a cleansing, and you've gotten a cleansing of Do Kwon, Alex Mashinsky, freaking, like we just said, like Sam Bankman-Fried. Holy Lord, all these guys are getting taken out. Let's see. 3 Arrows. Yeah, 3 Arrows Capital. When Jordan Mashinsky. Lord. Carl the Moon? No, guys. Listen. Those people, YouTubers, are not as big of an impact as as these guys, man. Holy Lord. Who has the same business model as FTX? That's who's next. Who knows, dude? Who knows how many more exchanges have the same shit going on? You know, who knows? Who freaking knows? So, all right, guys. S&P at resistance, Nasdaq at resistance. Bitcoin seems to be finding the little bit of resistance at the previous low. Right, the previous low was 17,639. Looks like we're finding a little resistance on that previous wick low. So that's what we're watching right now, guys. Not too much else seems to be happening here. Ethereum seems to be sitting right at resistance. So everything seems to be sitting at resistance right now, waiting for that next move, right? Look at where Ethereum is, right below the previous lows. Look at where Bitcoin is, right below that previous wick low, right? Look at where the Nasdaq is, right at resistance right here. Look at where the S&P is, right at resistance right here, right? Look at where the DXY is, sitting, or at least, I mean, it's actually sitting below the support, but sitting, you can argue, right at support on the daily time frame. So this is an interesting moment here for the short term. Once again, I say short term. Nothing's changed for Bitcoin until 19K gets broken, though. Let's see. Stop messing and do Kaspa? What the heck is Kaspa? Is that like the evil version of Costa? What the heck is that? Let's see what we got going on here. What do we got? What do we got kicking here? I mean, guys, there's many altcoins popping back up. Altcoins are altcoins. They're all up today, right? They're all up today, which is awesome to see. But does it matter? No. Watch Bitcoin. Watch total. Near's up 12%. Dot's up 10. ETH is up 16. Sol's up 18. SHIB's up 17. Link's up 13. I mean, if you look at where they all bounced too, like look where Link bounced. Right where it should have bounced. Let's look at where SHIB bounced. SHIB got a slight deviation below the low, but now it's back above that level. Soul, man. Let's look at Dot. Look at where Dot, slight deviation below the low. See what happens today, right? But you did get a slight deviation below the low, and now you're trying to pop back up above support. You said near broke support, but near got kind of decimated there on the short-term time frames. Gala, check Gala. Yeah, Gala broke support, but now it's trying to get back above there. I mean, many of these. Doge right at resistance now, right? Doge. Resistance. Now it's trying to find resistance there again. Holy moly, the cops are coming for Java. We'll get an update for Java tonight, depending on the price action that happens the rest of the day, man. But resistance. Now you're back there again. Holy moly, bro. Holy moly. Let's see. iCar Wash said TA comparing to last CPI, please. All right, I got you. The last CPI. When was that? Holy moly. September, some shit in September. Man, I'll give me 2 seconds. I'll have to go back and look. But yeah, Doge right there. ADA. Yeah, ADA came back down to the previous lowest trying to bounce. I mean, so everything seems like it came back down to interesting support levels. We talked about BNB came back down to support, right, where it should have bounced. I mean, in theory. Uniswap, slight deviation below low. All right, now it's kind of back above that level. So I'm not gonna go through every alt in this freaking list. There's too many to count, right? AVAX below the previous low, but it's right at resistance again, right? Right at resistance again. Drama shorts wrecked. This shit's cray. Algo. Look where Algo. Algo bounced kind of where it should have. So, here we are. Here we are, man. Here we freaking are. I think if you're a bull right now, you're really pushing for Bitcoin to get back above 19K. Doesn't have to be today, but over the course of time, you're pushing for it to get back above 19K because you saw giant volume push down. Like I said, record-breaking volume the last 2 days on Binance, which is no joke. That's what you want to see for capitulation. Doesn't mean that, I mean, you usually look at that stuff in the weekly, so it doesn't mean it has to be over. You still got, 3 days left in the week. Anything could happen in 3 days. If we get more downside, like I said, not to be like annoying, but if we go to 14K, freaking bring it, man. At this point, at this point we're at 17K. Bring 14K at this point, bro. That just adds the capitulation to the fire, which I know it's not the best thing to hope for in the short term, but obviously, unfortunately, other people's capitulation is your opportunity. That's what we always like to say. So 17,521 on BTC at the moment, guys. So let's see if it has any more juice left in the tank. This is the 1 minute chart. So let's just chill. Let's watch the Bitcoin 1 minute chart and see what we got going on here. All right, because right now it's consolidating. It seems like it's trying to get some other type of move. Looks like it broke a little bit of a trend here. Let's see if we can get back above. This is the 1 minute chart. So don't take this like TA with like any significance, but let's see if we can get back above this little trend line. It looks like it broke here. If it does, good Lord. Good Lord. Lord Almighty, man. Let's see. Why is Adam down? Adam's down today? Let's see. Do I have Adam on my list? Oh, Adam's not down. It's up 20%, man. Adam's down 20%. Oh, you mean why is the blockchain down in particular? I have no idea. But Adam seems to be up 20%, man. Guys, Smike. I guess that works, man. Smack up the like, Smike. I kind of like it. Smike up that like button, man. That's going to be a new thing. Smack up that like button for Bitcoin. It will only go up if that goes up. Just kidding. That's not the case. So now you guys are like, dislike. We want it to go back down. Dislike. If you want to hit the dislike button too, it works the same. The dislike and the like button, it's all the same shit. It really is, actually, technically speaking. It does the same shit. More controversial stuff. It gets pushed to the top. If you want to hit the dislike button too, that's cool. Bitcoin. Here we got going on. Smike that like button. Come on, BT Sizzle. Has it got any more juice left today? I'm sure some of these shorter term time frames are cooked. Actually, the 1 hour's got more room to run. That's crazy. Look at the 1 hour time frame on the RSI. You're only at a 60. This thing's got more room to run. If it wants to, obviously. 4 hour time frame. Oh, man, look at the 4 hour. It was so oversold. It's only at a 38. So the 4 hour's got plenty of room to run, too. A lot of it's going to depend, I think, on what stocks do on the open, man. We got 5 minutes. We're going to stay on for the stock market open here at the very, very least. Because we got 5 minutes into the stock market open. How will stocks react on the open is the key. Obviously, futures are booming right now. NASDAQ up 5%. S&P up 4%. That's a crazy, crazy futures day. Holy shit. How will they react on the open is going to be the key here for Bitcoin if it wants to push higher. But the 4 hours got room to run. The 1 hour's got room to run. If they want to run more. 15-minute, little bit cooked, right? It's cooking the sushi over here, But it still could go up a little bit higher. I don't think this move has to be over by any means. And here comes Bitcoin right now as we speak. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. Here we go. 17,630. Coming back up to test the highs again. Here we go on Bitcoin right now. Let's see. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. S&P looks like it's trying to break resistance, and the NASDAQ is still chilling right there. DXY still chilling at minus 1.4% of the day. So here we go. Let's see what we got cooking here. Smack it up, peeps. I kind of like the smike it up. That's nice. That's really, really nice. All right, so initial rejection here. Initial rejection for Bitcoin. This is the 1 minute time frame, by the way, guys. 1 minute time frame here. You find a little resistance on this previous support. I love it, doing. We're back to 1 minute time frame TA. After 5 months of just absolute boringness, we actually got some volatility for crypto now. Holy shit. Who would have thought? I forgot what volatility is like. I like waking up every day and not knowing what's going to happen. Other than just sitting at 19,300. I like the uncertainty. It's nice. You guys like the uncertainty? Let me know. Do you guys like the uncertainty for crypto at the moment? Let me know. It makes it a little bit more fun. You know? I hope we don't go back to the days of just sitting at 19.3, which are inevitable at some point, man. You know? I guess that could be the new days of you know, sitting at another level. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who all knows? Maybe right now we're in a range and we don't even know it yet. Here we go. This volatility's lit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Crypto is better than crack. That's good. I think you should drop the crack habit, man. But crypto, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, crack habit might have been better than crypto the last year. So cheers, man. Cheers. I smike the volatility. Smike that volatility. Smike it. Lord. It's dangerous. I like living dangerously. Ooh, dangerous. You're dangerous. No more crap. I love it. I love this shit, man. It's when there's volatility, it's addicting, bro. Because like you turn off the charts for an hour and you don't know what. When you open them back up, you have no idea what the price action is going to look like. No idea. Like, to be honest, guys, at the end of the day today, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I won't be surprised if Bitcoin's at 14K or 20K. I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's exactly where it is right now. That's the uncertainty that the market gives you, man. You know?
Thinks Becker is hella funny.
Your girlfriend thinks Becker is hella funny? I mean, dude, we'll see Becker tonight. Becker has a lot to say. Becker panic sold all his crypto and stocks yesterday. So, there you go, man. There you go. Maybe Becker was the last capitulation we needed. Who knows, dude? The CPI came out. Yeah, the CPI came out. It was at 7.7%, and it was expected 7.9, which, you know, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but you also got to understand that when it was 0.1% worse last month, the market reacted horribly. So 0.2% better. That's why you're seeing the market react very good today. Very, 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 very good today. Let's see. Can you do a 1 minute chart on Sol? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me bring up Sol real quick. Solina. Look at Bitcoin find resistance on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute time frame. Let's go to Sol. Let's see what we got. This is Sol in the 1 minute time frame, man. This is on Qcoin. This is on Qcoin, bro. Doesn't seem like there's any crazy wicks going on here. Looks a little head and shoulders-y on the 1 minute though, but it's also a 1 minute time frame, so don't take it for verbatim, as we like to say. Come on, BTC, smack that, all on the floor, smack that, give me some more, smack that.
Happy.
Vitalik's happy today, that's for sure. I bet he has a massive boner in his jeans right now. All right, here we go. SBF tweeted? What did SBF tweet? Let me look it up real quick. What did SBF tweet? Let me see what we got here. Sam Bitchman Free. What do we got going on? Oh, actually typed in Sam Bitchman Free in the search bar. There we go. Let's see. Breaking. FTX is in discussions with a number of potential investors to raise capital, with letters of intent and terms of sheet on the table. Let's see. Let's see. SBF, man. SBF tweeted a whole type of shit. Holy moly, man. Where is he? Okay, so here it is. Let me bring it on the screen over here. I don't know if anyone really cares, but at this point, but let's bring it up over here. So SBF, he said, "I'm sorry. That's the biggest thing. I effed up. I should have done better. I also should have been accumulating more very recently. No shit, man. Like, transparently, my hands were tied during the duration of the possible Binance deal. I wasn't particularly allowed to say much publicly, but of course it's on me that we ended up there in the first place. Isn't this dude on the run? So here's an update on where things are. I'm not going to read like every single word here, but you guys can read all this stuff. FTX International currently has a total market cap. Blah, 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 blah. The full story is here. I'm fleshing out every detail, but at a very high level, I effed up twice. The first time, a poor internal labeling of bank-related accounts meant that I was substantially off on my sense of Fusion's margin. I thought it was way lower. Okay, that's interesting. I still don't know how some of these crypto businesses didn't take into account a bear market, but that's okay. USD liquidity ready to deliver. Blah 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 blah. I don't care about these. I don't really care about any of this stuff. You guys can read this stuff here. More lies. You won't or can't read every word. Maybe it's that I won't. I don't know. Maybe it's that I won't. He said, anyway, right now, my number one priority by far is doing right by the users. And I'm going to do everything I can to do that. To take responsibility and do what I can. I think he's saying what he has to say right now, to be honest. Like, what is he going to say? The opposite of this? I'm not sorry. I hope everyone gets fucked. What is he supposed to say? Obviously, he's going to say this. People believe this stuff? Let's see. I want the end of the deal here, man. I want the end of the deal. So basically, he's sorry. It seems like they have investors trying to pick up some capital here to do something with them, but doesn't seem like it seems like he's saying what he has to say. You know, I'm not going to read too much into this, but yeah, I mean, it seems like he's saying what he has to say at the current moment. Dude digging his own grave by tweeting? I don't know. Like, he's not going to come out and say, I'm not sorry, I hope all my customers get fucked. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to look too much into that. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, at this point, I mean, we heard the same shit from Do Kwon. We heard the same shit from Mashinsky. So, who the frick knows, man? Let's let the dust settle on this shit, man. It's all speculation on what's going to happen. He says U.S. investors are safe. Yes, but is what he's saying is true? Who knows? Who knows? And that's why I say let the dust settle. Don't trust someone who's under fire right now and what he has to say. He's going to say what he has to say. You know? U.S. investors are safe today. True. Very, very true. All right, so Bitcoin's still chilling, by the way, guys. Looks like the Nasdaq's popping up here on the open, which is nice. Nasdaq's popping up on the open. We got the S&P, which also seems to be popping up on the open. Look at the S&P breaking out. Let's go, man. Let's get a little positivity in here with that. Without none of that clown face SBF. Come on. Look at the S&P, man. Come on. Is SBF your Pinocchio character? That's a good one. We know what we should do. We should get the SBF hair with the Pinocchio nose. That would be perfect. Literally perfect. That would be awesome. Holy moly. Come on, Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin right here is, man, it's just getting that accumulation, man. Look at this. Making higher lows, and it's getting rejected at this. This is on the 1 minute chart. Getting resistance on the same point on the top side, right here. So let's see what we got for Bitcoin. Let's keep watching BTC. But it seems like this one's getting ready. It's getting ready, man. You know, it's popping up in this bitch. What's Matic doing, by the way? Matic's still up 32%, still chilling at the same levels. It seems like everything's kind of waiting for Bitcoin's next move. Which, am I surprised? Absolutely not. Absolutely. What's the DXY doing? DXY is still coming down. That's perfect. So it seems like everything right now is good in the hood as far as current price action. You know, it's funny, guys. Can I remind you about today though? Can I remind you about today, and have today be a reminder of how much sentiment can change in one day. Okay, I want you guys, if this doesn't mean the move has to continue up, but I want to remind you how much sentiment can change in one day. Think about how bearish yesterday was. And listen, things might not be, I mean, listen, this doesn't mean they're going to 19K, 20K at the current moment. There's a high chance of this just coming right back down. But let this be a reminder of the huge red days, usually followed by huge green days, because the sentiment gets shifted way too far in the opposite direction, right? So yesterday you saw sentiment get super bearish. Today you're going to see sentiment get super bullish. So just be cautious, right? As the sentiment gets super bullish today. Okay. I hope we don't have to hope that we don't have to come back down, but just be very cautious. That's all I have to say. Like, it is what it freaking is. So it looks like Bitcoin's breaking the 1 minute chart here. The old little 1 minute chart to the downside. Hope we get some support on the 50 EMA here. Let's see what else we got cooking here. What else we got cooking? The NASDAQ is going nuts right now, man. It's going absolutely nuts. Nut burgers. Woo! Absolutely nuts. Let's see. CPI changed nothing. True. Who's actually bullish? I don't know if anyone's actually truly bullish. To be fair, I don't know if everyone's like it's going to pop back up. Some people are, right? Some people are. I think the one thing you can point to right now is that the capitulation volume was literally at all-time highs the last 2 days. So that's the one thing you can point to is massive amount of people sold yesterday, which unfortunately is bad for some people, but also at the same time, what you want to see is someone, who didn't sell is you want to see massive capitulation. Sounds backwards, but that's the case sometimes. Doesn't mean it's over, right? I usually look for that on a weekly time frame stuff. Today's Thursday, so I think you still could see, like, today's great, right? It's great to see CPI come down because that's a good sign moving forward for the long term. Okay, very good sign. But at the same point, nothing's changed from yesterday besides that one thing. Everything remains the same. So stay realistic here. Now, obviously, like, there's obviously a chance that the last 2 days was a slight overreaction and we're getting a snap back to the mean here. But don't get too carried away until Bitcoin breaks the previous lows, which are 19K. We break 19K. Oh, man. Listen, if we break 19K, which I don't think is going to happen today. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to happen today. Maybe that does then. Then, hey, all bets are off, man, at that point. Because then you're looking at a swing failure pattern that could pop you right back up. So we shall wait. We shall, man. Michael P. said, don't go back up. Eventually. Very true. Drew, I saw that today, man. I saw that today. I definitely would agree that this is really good price action for the short term, but nothing really changed today. And I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope we go back up to the upside, but I also wouldn't be mad if we saw 14K because I wouldn't mind scooping some up at 14K because at this point we're at 17K. I mean, we're not going to the moon right now, right? So at this point, who cares? This dump has changed my strategy. Hodl half and trade half. Nice, dude. You stick to your plan. You stick to your plan. Let's see. Sometimes you have to wreck the truck to get some insurance money. Very true. All right, guys. I think right now I'm going to call that a stream just because it seems like the market's sort of settling here. Let's see what we look like tonight, right? I think staying on now, you saw the bulk of the move from this morning. let's let the market digest this, right? Let's let the market do its thing. Let's let the market say, okay, was this a nice little pump, or do we want to continue this, or was this just a sort of a, like the bears like to call, a bull trap to move it back up just to bring it back down? Let's let the market digest this. What we can watch going into later today, will the DXY continue down? Watch that today. DXY continues down. That's might not have an impact today, but has a great impact for the longer term. We want to see the DXY continue to lose steam. And for the longer term, day to day, let's just see that. We want to see this continue down. For Bitcoin, nothing really changed until we break above 19K. Anywhere, if we still stay below 19K, I'm still going to stay relatively, I should say, cautionably optimistic, cautionably pessimistic with the Bitcoin price. 19K is the big swing level for me. We got back above 19K. I think it's all good in the hood. We're back into the range we were in before. You know, just was a giant sort of swing failure. But until then, we wait. And let the dust settle today. We got a shit still of stuff going on. We still got this SBF shit going on. We got the CPI now. We got a mixed bag now. So let the dust settle. Give it a few days. Let's see where we end up. And so don't overreact in one direction, because the market's going to whipsaw you when you got this news, bad news, good news, bad news, good news. It's going to whipsaw you, man. Let the dust settle. All right. Adios, guys. Let's see where we end up tonight. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't panic sell your crypto. And most of all, don't panic sell your crypto. But don't be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies until proven otherwise. All right. Peace out, my friends. See you later. In about, let's do some quick Bob math here. 9 hours. 9 hours. I'll see you guys. All right. Peace.